All right, let's talk about growing on social media platforms. Roll the intro. Hello everybody and welcome to another video. My name is Spud and today we're going to be looking at growing on social media platforms. Now, this is mainly aimed at content creators, but it does actually apply to everybody. So make sure that you are paying attention. This is going to be the first in a series of videos looking more in depth on how to grow on certain platforms, but this is just going to be an overview of each. So today we're going to be looking at Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. Now, if you're a streamer or a content creator, in a recent video, I posted my #1 tip on how to grow, which I will post up in this top corner here. But basically, what I was saying is that you need to be making sure that you make use of multiple platforms. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, if you are, say, a Twitch streamer, they don't give you the tools that you need on the platform to actually see any real growth. So what you need to make sure that you are doing is making use of all the other platforms that are available to you as well. Things such as Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all content creation sites where you can find audiences and use them to gain discoverability and grow your brand. And speaking of Twitch, I just quickly want to remind people that I do stream myself over there every Monday to Thursday. So if you have any questions about this video or any of the other videos on the channel, link down in the description below. Feel free to hop on by one of the streams and we can have a much more in-depth discussion about it. Or if you do have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments below. I love engaging with you guys and I love hearing what you have to say about the videos. And with that, let's hop on back to the content. As I mentioned, these tips are definitely going to be something that will help content creators and streamers grow a brand. However, as it is just social media platforms, these tips will actually apply to absolutely anybody. So if you are looking to grow yourself on Instagram or Twitter or YouTube or anything at all, then these series of videos should help you to do exactly that. And we're going to be looking very in depth at each platform in subsequent videos after this one. But today we're just going to go over a quick overview of some of the best tips that I can give you with growing on social media. So let's get into those right now. Now, one of the things that I hear most often is I want to start a YouTube channel or I want to start an Instagram account, but I have no idea what to post. I don't know where to even begin. And the first thing that I will say to these people is, what are you interested in? What do you like? What do you enjoy? And that is the perfect place to start gaining ideas for making an account like this. Because a YouTube channel or an Instagram account or a TikTok account, anything like that, should be based around what you are interested in. That's what you are going to be most passionate about, and that is what is going to garner the most attention from people because they are also going to be interested in the same things. If you're posting content about things that you are interested in, platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, they all have algorithms which will then push content towards you, which is tailored towards your interests, which means it's doing the same thing for other people. So as they come across your content, they are then going to be able to find it more easily as it will be tailored to the interests that they are already looking for. Now, it's important to make sure that you do have a theme with these platforms. You don't want to just be chopping and changing and posting all kinds of different content all over the place because people like structure. Especially if you're posting on something like Instagram, you're going to want your feed to be very similar all the way down rather than having random pictures of something and then changing to something completely different afterwards or switching to posting clips of things straight afterwards. You want it to flow nicely. You want it to look like it's all linked, and then you can make similar adjustments on your other platforms to make sure that everything links together. So if I use myself as an example, for those that might know me well, you may be following me on Instagram or Twitter or here on the YouTube channel itself, you will notice that a lot of the content I post across the platforms is centralized around one single theme, which is streaming, technology, and RGB lighting kind of things. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will see that the majority of my pictures are of this studio, of my streaming setup and the lighting that I have, all of that kind of stuff. And recently I have been posting videos on YouTube along the same lines, and also doing tech reviews and things like that. That is the kind of theme that I have set for myself. Back when I first started my Instagram account, it was all over the place. It was random pictures of me doing streaming or posting that I was about to go live, along with the odd meme or two and things like that. It was just a complete mishmash of random things. That is not what you want to do. And since I have changed my theme to being more centralized around my streaming setup and my RGB stuff, it has definitely seen a hell of a lot of improvement. So that is something that is very important to do, is make sure you can think of something that is very close to your heart, something that you are interested in, and centralize your content around that. Another reason for doing this is, as I mentioned briefly, these platforms have algorithms which will push content based off of the things that you are interested in and the things that you are viewing. So if you take YouTube, for example, if you are posting on your channel something that is completely different every single time, then people are not going to get that content pushed towards them because it's not the same subject. So say, for example, you do a video on model making, then you do a video on a headset review. If you are somebody who is looking for model making stuff, next to the video, it has a whole list of related content that it will then push onto you. It's not going to push the headset review onto you because it's completely different. Whereas if you've done a model making video followed by a similar video, the chances are that as people are watching it, they're then going to see in the most relevant videos afterwards another one of your videos, and they then might carry on watching all of your content. So these algorithms are made for people who are finding a certain subject to make content about. And this doesn't just apply to YouTube, it's the same with Instagram with their Explore tab. If you are liking pictures that have certain hashtags, it will start pushing pictures onto you that have the same hashtags and similar ones. So if you are liking, say, a load of my RGB lighting stuff, it's not going to start pushing model making pictures onto you because it thinks this person is really into technology and RGB lighting stuff. Let's push some pictures similar to that. And you will then end up seeing a lot of pictures from similar accounts. So that is basically the way that the algorithms will work. And that is why you need to make sure that you have an idea on exactly what you want to post and stick to it as best you can. The great thing about platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok is that they are all content-based platforms, which means that they have a lot of similarities. They do, however, also have a lot of differences as well, which is why I'm going to be making videos specifically for each platform. But the great thing about them being so similar is that you can use the same kinds of ideas on multiple platforms, but it also has a completely different viewership, which means that if you are getting an audience on Instagram and also posting similar content on YouTube and TikTok, you are pulling in different viewers from these platforms who are all centralized on this same topic, and it will help you to grow on all of the platforms as there is a crossover between them. If you are advertising yourself, say you post a video on YouTube like I am right now, and you mention that you also have similar content over on TikTok, people are then going to go, oh, okay, let's have a look at this, and they'll end up on your TikTok page as well. So as each platform grows, it then helps to push other platforms up as well. Now, Twitter is a little bit different in the sense that it is not so much a content-based platform. It is more of a traditional social networking platform. So when you look at the platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, they're all platforms where you are posting content and then people are then commenting on it, and that is the engagement that you have. Whereas Twitter is somewhere that you are going to be actually socializing with people, having full conversations, getting to know each other, and basically just networking. So when it comes to Twitter, you don't really have to worry about the content itself. You just need to be making sure that you are posting more engaging stuff on there and making sure that you are kind of active on there quite often, so that you can spend the majority of your time engaging with people, getting to know people, making friends, and that is then going to help push people onto the other platforms. Because the perfect thing about Twitter is that you can also use it to share your other content as well. You can talk to these people and then, you know, every now and then just mention that you have an Instagram account or you have a YouTube account or a Twitch account. That is basically the power of Twitter. It's all about conversation, communication, engagement, rather than the content itself. And then you can use that as a base to build yourself up and push people onto your actual content platforms. Now that just about wraps up everything that I wanted to say in this video. As I mentioned, this is more of an intro video, and there will be separate videos for each platform specifically coming very soon. So if you are interested in watching those, please make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you know when the videos are out. And feel free to drop a like on the video as well, as it really supports the channel. And like I quickly mentioned earlier, I do also stream over on Twitch every Monday to Thursday. So if you have any questions about anything from this video or any of the other videos in the series or any of my other videos on the channel in general, feel free to drop on by one of the streams and say hey, and we can have a conversation about it. If not, that is absolutely fine. I'm not going to force you into it, of course. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope this has been a good starting point. And actually, one thing I do want to quickly say is if you are interested in utilizing these social media platforms a bit more, then I'm going to give you a little bit of homework before the next video. And I'm going to say, go away and think about what interests you have, what you want to do, and what kind of content you would like to make. And then when it comes to the actual platform videos, we can look more in depth at how to use that and grow each platform. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. He's an Endy man. Look at him. Look at him. I'm not scared of you. You think I'm scared of you?